G'day folks, this is Sim. Welcome to TerraFirmaCraft, done from down under. It's time to crawl out of our hole. The sun is up, so we need to get out and get moving as quick as we can. So let's see what we can do about picking up this stuff first. Oops, thank you. And one there, and they're just logs. I think I will break these down. Sorry about that beeping in the background, that's probably my microwave. Alright, let's get out of here and let's get this stuff. Another cherry sapling. And again, we're getting really good drops on the saplings. Ah, there we go. See, we should have kept our mouth shut now, shouldn't we? Now I think it's probably going to be a good idea to head up here. Where's the sun? There it is. And have a poke and have a look over here. Alright, how high can we get? It's a little bit foggy, but that's one of the changes. It is a lot more foggy, oops, in the morning. Let's get up here. Alright, there's more trees down there. We've certainly got a nice green biome surrounding us, that's for sure. Is that a hot spring? I think it would have to be, because I don't think you get normal water elsewhere, although that's not actually bubbling or anything. So maybe it is just water. I thought it was odd to see water up this high. Now, what we need to do is head back around this hill and go and check those crops out, because ooh, okay, that's kind of cool. Zombie flesh. And there's some more over here. What have we got here? What was that? That's rice. Just the seed. Oh no, there is actually some rice to be had, so let's grab what we can get. Is that just a... yep. Big priority at the moment obviously is as much food as we can get our hands on. We're going to have to remember these fruit trees around here. That's a willow. Now willow's a fast grower. Okay, it's interesting that we've got so many different tree types in such a small area. That seems a little unusual for TFC. I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit. It's a little loud for me. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Just bear with me. I'll just turn the music down. Come on, give me the 5. Thank you. That's a little better. Okay, what have we got up here? We've got more. Yesterday we were literally starving to death, and now we're definitely doing a lot better. Let's grab this, and anything else tucked away over here. I haven't seen any ores in any of this rock yet, which is a bit of a concern, and I must admit I don't think I've seen much in the way of surface ores yet either, which is also a little bit of a worry. Probably shouldn't be doing that with my axe. Is that another tree? It does. That looks like another cherry tree. Of course, the problem that I've got at the moment is that I am rapidly running out of room. So let's get rid of that gravel and let's try to get rid of that mushroom once and for all. We'll compress that up into there. Might as well throw those together as well, because any food that I can get I do want to grab. Now this was rye, okay, and it looks like we're going to get a few out of this as well. Alright, I don't want you to bore you with too much running around gathering food, but this is kind of critical. I'll probably cut out the last little bit from here while I get these last things and come back, and we'll continue on. Okay, so I've got the grain that was lying around, and I've just come over here to this cherry tree, and I think I figured out the trick when it comes to autumn. Oops, well, that's not the trick that we wanted. When it comes to stacking a large amount of food quickly, it's fairly obvious when you think about it. What we need to do is, if we're in inventory, we need to have the mouse over the item that we're interested in, and then if we press S, you'll see that it compresses them together, and now we've actually got 3 full stacks of 160 ounce cherry, plus this little bit left over. Now any more than that's probably going to be overkill, particularly considering how desperate we are for space. And the other thing is as it starts to decay, and I don't think I've got anything here that has decayed yet. If we hold down shift, do we get it? No, so I'm not seeing much in the way of decay right now. But you can do the same thing if you've got a knife by hitting the D key. I really don't want to waste food, but I think I'd rather have it on me at the moment than not. So let's just deal with the last of this. And we've got, come on, give us some more. Okay. Right, that's going to have to do, oh well, there's one more there, but I've already got cherry saplings, so we're just going to cut these off and hopefully get a couple more so that we can get them planted as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Although it doesn't look like we've had many drop from there. In fact, we had 4 to start, didn't we? Oh no, we had 1, now we've got 5. So let's open this up and throw them away while we're at it. Okay, so we need to keep moving. Look at that sun. I mean, the sun moves so quickly at the moment. What have we got down here? Did we grab these before? That looks like garlic. Okay, so now we're just swimming in food. And unfortunately, I think I need shelter before I do anything. I need to take note. Let's have a look at where we are. I'm feeling really rushed at the moment. Now we spawned in where? I'm not exactly sure where it was. It was over here somewhere, I think. So where are we going to go? We are going to go find some shelter, and we're going to do that pretty quickly. So what I might do is just bounce over here, and dear me, I'm cutting this fine. I just want to break this axe, get a couple of logs out of it to clear up some space. I think I spent too much time earlier before I came out. Let's get underground quickly. And I certainly, oh crikey, the zombies are coming already. Alright, I might be wasting some wood here, but I don't think I'm going to have much in the way of options. If I dig down here, oh we've got, oh great, we've got dirt that actually goes down. Okay, let's get some logs up here, quick fast, I don't know, before something comes to kill me. Alright, don't put them in there, put that there, and put that there, and now it's a little dark, and I don't have any torches. Alright, now is probably a good time then to quickly go over making a fire pit. And we've got our fire starter here, we've got some sticks. What we need to do now is we need to make a fire and make ourselves some torches. I think I'll cover that quickly now for those of you who aren't familiar with TerraFirmaCraft. So to make a, 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 standard fire, we need 3 sticks on the ground, and we need our fire starter, and hopefully before they pop back into our inventory, there we go. We've got a fire. Now, to keep the fire going, it requires logs. You can throw them in that way, or you can toss them onto the fire and they will drop in as well. And for torches, what we need to do is we need to basically burn the ends or light the ends. So I'm just going to quickly throw a few in here, and I'll do this during the night, and I'll come back in the morning, and we will go from there. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so it's 5 a.m. in the morning at the moment, so I do want to try and get off to an early start if I can. Now, I'm not hearing a lot of mobs, which seems a little unusual, and I'm not sure why that may be. I'm just going to quickly break out of here. I can't actually see the sky, so I don't know how close we are, but it looks like it's definitely lightening. So let's take a chances, and we probably need to throw our axe down here. Let's cut our way through. Yep, the sun's up. I'm not sure it's at the time yet where it's going to start burning them up, but it's definitely up. We're going to take that torch with us. Yep, okay, we've got some over there. We don't have quite so many. Now, part of this might be due to the move to 1.7, because now the insane zombie ability to track you from a long way away has been toned down quite a bit. We're getting water out of here. Yes, we are. So let's refill this water jug while we're at it. And let's get moving. We should be able to dodge anything that's in the way. However, I did want to show one other thing rather quickly, which is kind of important. We want to be able to cut down this rye. Oops, not with that we don't. To get rye grain. And we will also get... no, we didn't. We didn't get any thatch from the grain. Now that's unusual. Normally you get thatch from grain. Maybe there wasn't enough. Or maybe there's a bug, or maybe it's been removed. Either way, now we've got some grain, we can mix up our foods. And if we have a look now, you'll see that my fruit's higher than everything else, because that's the only thing that I've been eating. But if I fang on a bit of this grain, you'll notice that my max health went up just a little bit, and that's because my grain has gone up a little bit as well. You want to keep these as full as you possibly can. Now, which way do I want to go? Do I want to go warmer or colder? We have been really lucky with our spawn. We're at minus 8,000, which means that we're in a similar sort of temperature range to where we were in the old world. And while we're thinking about the old world, if you are new to TerraFirmaCraft and you're new to this series, I would probably recommend you go back and watch my previous series, because I cover a lot of the basic stuff in there. Now these are fast growing crops. This is capsicum or pepper, depending upon where you come from. And they're one of the crops that grows rather quickly, so I definitely want these. Unfortunately, I'm now getting into a pretty bad way as far as space is concerned. Let's throw what we can. None of those seeds we already have. I'm going to need to make some more vessels. That's going to become a priority very quickly. I think we'll do that when the night comes again. Let's throw that one up in there. We can't do anything at all with that. I really don't want to throw away any of the other stuff that I've got here. Although now I've got vegetable as well as fruit, I'm certainly going to eat those bell peppers as quick as I can, just to give myself a little bit more variety. Are there any more around here, or was it just the two? Looks like it was just the two. Okay, so we're going to head towards 0, The reason I'm doing that is because it's warmer, and I'm going to basically do a loop around. There's those pumpkins. Shall we find out whether or not the pumpkins are going to make a cheaty shelter? I think we should have a look. We grab a couple of pumpkins. Well, actually, we only need... Oh, no, we'll be short. We'll grab a couple of pumpkins. If we stack a pumpkin there and there, no gravity, which means that we could quite easily take a bunch of pumpkins and build ourselves a pretty ghetto shelter real fast. We're not going to be able to roof it in because you can't place pumpkins side by side, although we might even be able to work our way around that. Let's see what happens if we try and do it with thatch. If we place thatch there, can we then place a pumpkin on top of the thatch? Nope, we can't. Okay, well that's not too bad then. Alright, as it stands though, I'm not going to use the pumpkins for shelter. I'm going to stick with the expected game mechanics, and we'll go from there. So let's just do a bit of a run. We've got another fruit tree over there, and we're probably going to come back and gather up a whole bunch of this stuff when we've actually got space to be able to carry it. What have we got here? What is this? It looks like wheat. I can't be sure, and considering my space, I'm going to have to leave it. At the moment it is currently early summer, so we have got time to get back here. If it gets too cold, then these crops are going to die. They will come back the following year, but we don't know how much or when, and it looks like there's a lot of this around here. I think that's wheat. Let's just keep moving. I want to have a look around, show off the place, and see if we can find somewhere nice to settle down. What we ideally want is we want some resources nearby. There's another cherry tree, I think. We're doing well for food. You wouldn't have thought this yesterday. What we want to find a decent supply of water for starting farms. We also would like some resources. Now that's tomatoes over there. I'm going to have to come back, I think, and do a massive sweep with that. Oh, that was a deer and it just scared me. I could kill you for food, but the reality is that really strange noises. I've never heard a deer in real life. I have no idea what they sound like. Oh, look at that. You see this over here? This is important. This is flax. Lots of tomatoes. Flax is used to make fibre, and the fibres are used to... Okay, this is our first hint of minerals. This here on the ground is... where is it? Galena. Great. Galena is lead in ore form, and lead, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have any use in the game. However, this stuff here, which does look like it's fully grown, is flax, or jute, not flax. Sorry, I apologize. Jute fibers are used to make rope, and it's really important, so I am going to grab all of this because it's going to matter to us later. I'm not sure whether all of this is going to be grown, but we will grab what is, and we'll grab the seeds from the rest. It's not massively fast growing. Oh look, there's a bunch more over here. Oh, well that's strange. I'm not sure whether I took damage from the first drop or the second then. Neither of them looked particularly high. Alright, any fibre, or is this stuff all... No, see, it doesn't have the little yellow. See how this has the little yellow on the top, so we're actually getting something out of that. We've got some pheasants. We've got some more seeds here. Okay, I've never heard a pheasant before, so I've got no idea what they sound like either. Strange sound. More peppers. Now the peppers we will grab because we can actually do something with these. Let's have a drink too while we're at it. Alright, I'll gather this up and then I'll be back and we'll continue moving. Okay, so I got those peppers and we're full on food and we're full on water at the moment. The sun is going down again. I'm going to cover as much ground as I can before I dig in for the night. I'm going to try something else to see whether this is going to work as a trick or not. See, this area around here is pretty good. Oh, we got carrots here. Oh, we got so much food. I want to see whether this is a workable tactic as well. So let's just try doing this. Let's jump up here. What sort of sap? That's pine. If I place like so, and then dig out underneath here, as long as I've placed them first, okay, because log piles are not affected by gravity, so I can then let's just make some space. We don't have a great deal. Now these are survival tricks. If you don't feel that they're within the within reason for the game, you don't have to do it. That's totally up to you. Let's get some light in here. However, right, we are talking about a shelter that's been made out of piles of logs, and that's kind of realistic. Hey! Of course, dirt does do stuff like that, which could be a little bit problematic. Pretty good chance I would expect also that that one there will possibly fall down there. However, if we want to, we can now place a log pile there without too much of a problem. So, alright, I'm going to cut out again. I'll come back in the morning. We're going to keep exploring and we'll see what it brings us. At the moment, I like the terrain, but it's plains and it's a little bit nothing unusual, and I'd like to set up somewhere that's just a little bit different to what we've played with before. And so I'll see you in the morning. Okay, sun's on the rise and I need to clear this out. I did throw down another fire pit, or a pit kiln to be more specific, while I was waiting. Unfortunately, it's going to keep going. As usual, when starting out, I'm panicking just a little bit more than I should. Okay, we got a bad guy over there. We don't have much. It doesn't seem right. It really seriously doesn't seem right. We're on hard difficulty, but we just don't seem to be getting a lot of mob spawns, and I'm hoping that it's not actually a bug, because that would take a lot of fun out of stuff. But yes, I need the vessels because that will allow me to continue to collect stuff instead of leaving stuff behind. It's crazy not to do it. I have what I need to do it. Just be careful. Let's have a look down there. Again, not seeing much in the way of ores in the sides of anything, which is a bit of a downer. So let's just hope that that finishes quickly. In the meantime, I definitely want these carrots, or I would if I had somewhere to put them. Let's just get rid of that for the time being, and let's head over here, break some more of these and these, and at least put a couple together. because you get good weight out of carrots. Of course, we also need carrot seeds, so let's just hope that this stuff doesn't despawn. Come on, come on, I can't believe the amount of time that I'm wasting here. Same stones, yep. Oh, well, we may as well grab a few more of those. Ah dear, I hate to be boring, but I suppose survival does come first. But I want to be moving. There we go. Okay, alright, let's just break these. And of course we don't have any space, so let's just toss some stuff out for now. You two, and let's get... You're telling me I can't... let's put the seeds in at least. That one's full. So let's grab another empty one, and what else can we put away? The clay. Seems wrong to be just carrying around 3. In fact, it probably is wrong. I can't put the fruit in there. That's sad. That is really sad. Okay, sapling. Put all this thatch in there, but I can't put in a great big handful of cherries. Kinda seems a little wrong, if you ask me. Okay, so that one's full. So what have we got? We've got full, 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 empty, empty, and what are we not going to be using regularly? We want the different food types in the water. We can't put... Can we put any of this in here? Okay, that can go in, and we've got other vegetables. What about the garlic? Yep, the garlic. So we'll eat carrots, and we'll eat rye, and we'll eat cherries, and we'll carry the rest of the blasted cherries around. And we can't even throw the rice in there. What if we cut the rice? Can we then throw it in there? Where's my knife gone? Did I break my knife the last time around? Looks like I did. Alright, so let's do this quickly. Give me a knife. And if we take the grain, and yeah, we're definitely not getting thatch from grain anymore, which is interesting. And that rice won't go in there either. That just seems wrong. Definitely seems very wrong. Okay, what can we put in there? See, we can put the thatch in there. Okay, well, we've got more space than we had. And if we get over here, hopefully this stuff won't have despawned. We'll grab the carrot seeds. We'll grab a few more carrots because we're eating them anyway. At least enough to make up a full stack. And we've got a few seeds which we will start shoving in here. Right, let's move. It's only midday. We've only wasted the morning. But at least we're in a slightly better position. Now we've got to be running out of time. I'm probably going to have to call this episode soon. And hopefully we'll get into some more interesting stuff once we've got somewhere to shelter, and once we've got a means of making camp shelters without too much trouble for traveling around. See, look, now we started off slow, and I've said it before, now we've got food everywhere. Let's just keep going this way for a little while longer. Assuming we can get through here. Yep, nothing down there. Okay, we have ocean, or at least water of some kind. Is this salt or fresh water? It's still fresh water. I'm not seeing any bulrushes, but we are getting thirst back from being in here. Health is slowly decreasing, so let's mix up the food a little bit. And what have we got? Ooh, okay. Alright, so that terrain is still loading in. Which way do we want to go? Good question. Come on, show us something interesting. Not seeing a great deal over here at the moment. Let's head down onto the beach and around. Alright, doesn't look like there's much over there on that island. We've got a bear down there who I really don't want to play with right now. I think what we will do is we will head across this way and see what... Oh! I almost did myself an injury. In fact, what I'll do is I'll cut out while I'm traveling. Shouldn't be too far, and I'll catch up with you again once we get a little bit further across this way and see what the boundaries look like. Okay, so we've just come around that bay that we started on before, and I've just found this stuff right here, and this is, oh, it's green beans. I really thought that that was going to be soybeans, which would have been rather useful to us. We're getting any seeds out of them? I suppose we're getting a few seeds, but it's not that important. Fruit tree, which I would like, but what I really want... Okay, the dirt is getting darker here, and we've got basalt, one of my favorite building materials. Okay, that makes me feel kind of good, because basalt also means we're going to have a better chance of finding the ores that we so desperately need early on in the piece, like copper. I am going to bring these logs down here so I can access them quickly, and I am going to do some moving at night. Basalt is actually a better rock for making tools out of as well, because it's an igneous rock, which means that it's much more durable. Doesn't make a huge difference, but every little bit counts at this particular point in the piece. Now, this is another trick that we can pull. So I'm going to show you again another way of sheltering at night. This is one that I've used before and it works quite well. We're going to do it this time though with log piles, because we've got a one high lip all the way around this stone outcropping. If I start laying down these like so, I've now got a too high lip so nothing can actually get in. Now obviously something that can see me from close enough is still going to be able to shoot me, but the important thing is that if I want to protect myself, I can quickly place some logs on top here, and that will stop things like spiders. But it's nice to not actually have your head buried in a dark hole. I can't do a great deal while I'm here, but it's another form of emergency shelter, and these are things that we definitely need in TFC in the early game, because we are so soft and squishy. Now, I really wanted to get settled down, but I don't want to rush the whole process and settle in a place. That's a pretty awesome looking cave down there. Settle in a place that I'm not going to be happy with in the long term. However, if we have a look around here, it's a good opportunity to see what the spawn rates are like. And yeah, you can see we've got a creeper, we've got a javelin skeleton over there, we've got a normal skeleton over there, and they've got quivers on their back now. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what that is over there. Now we've got some zombies, and at least one of them can see us. Now, he's not going to be able to get to me, but he will... Wait. Why can I not place that there? Because I'm placing it in, of course, you idiot. And I can't place that into there. What I was saying before about shelter, yeah, that was a really dumb idea, because I've got to fill this up before I can place a log on it. It won't let me place a log on top like that. I probably would have been better off placing logs on the ground first and then placing something on top. So if a spider comes, I'm going to be in a pretty bad way, which means I am going to very, very slowly cut my way through here before things get really, really nasty. And we'll consider that to be a lesson learned. You can't stick a log on top of a log pile. The game won't let you do that. Come on, hurry up and break. Let me drop down before a spider comes and eats my face. Almost there. Yay. Alright. So at least we're safe, and now that they can't see us and we've broken line of sight, they will probably wander away. So much for our enjoyable view. I think I will pass the night here, and I'll come back in the next episode, and we'll see where we go from there. Hope this one wasn't too dull. It's always a tough balancing act early on in the piece between traveling and actually doing interesting stuff. And anyway, I look forward to seeing you next time. I hope you liked this episode. Take care of each other, and ciao for now.